Both Indonesia and Malaysia have a majority Muslim population. But according to Gallup, Malaysian Muslims have much more confidence in their institutions than Indonesians. I'm Yasmin Vasugian, and this is the Gallup World Poll. Malaysia and Indonesia are both East Asian countries with majority Muslim populations. But Malaysian Muslims tend to have more confidence than non-Muslims in their country's institutions. In Indonesia, the opposite is true. Almost 9 in 10 Malaysian Muslims say they have confidence in their country's national government, versus just 2/3 of non-Muslims. And just about half of Malaysian Muslims say they think corruption is widespread throughout government, versus almost 3/4 of non-Muslims. In Indonesia, we can also see gaps between the country's Muslim and non-Muslim populations. But in this case, non-Muslims have more positive perceptions. 54% of Muslims say they have confidence in the national government versus 81% of non-Muslims. And 86% of Indonesian Muslims think corruption is widespread throughout government versus 73% of non-Muslims. Gallup's Asia Regional Director, Rajesh Srinivasan, spoke with us today about the disconnect we're seeing in both of these countries.
Well, I would say that the low levels of confidence in the national government in Malaysia, particularly among non-Muslims, is probably a reflection of the Bumiputra policy, followed vigorously by the government there, which is really son of the soil policy, giving preference to the locals. And this is largely perceived to have had a negative impact on the success of non-Malays. In Indonesia, on the other hand, concerted efforts by the Indonesian government to reinforce the secular nature of that country, which is largely a Muslim country, may well be contributing to a high degree of confidence with the national government, particularly among non-Muslims in Indonesia.
Together, Malaysia and Indonesia make up 16% of the world's Muslim population. And Indonesia, in fact, has the largest Muslim population in the world. I'm Yasmin Vasugian, and join us again to hear more voices from around the world.